Hello, online Math D students. I'd like to show you now about using Canvas. We're going to use Canvas a little bit in this course, and you might use it in a lot of your other courses. So you're going to want to go to the Sierra College website, www.sierracollege.edu. This gets you to the Sierra College main homepage. Lots of cool stuff here. I don't want to go through all that now, but I do want you to notice up in the upper right-hand corner, here is where you can find a link to Canvas. And if you've used Canvas before, it's going to look a little different at the front here, but it acts the same once you get into your classes. So you're going to enter your MySierra username and password. And this is going to get you into the Sierra College Canvas environment. So this is where it's going to matter which course you're in because I have two. So you're only going to see the one, either 81606 or 81614, that belongs to you. So I can see both of them and they look exactly the same once you get inside them. So I'm just going to show you 81606. I have produced one announcement, so you can go watch the little announcement welcome video that I did here on Canvas. And then the assignments are the part that you're going to use in Canvas. So in Canvas, here are the 11 assignments that I talked about where I want to see your work for these assignments. So if you click on Graphs for Section 1.1, there are specific instructions here. So this is where you're going to put your graph in this assignment. The assignment's called Graphs for Section 1.1, and you find it in my math lab. And that's where you're going to figure out which graphs you need to draw. So it's not the homework for Section 1.1, it's the assignment that says Graphs for Section 1.1. So the first few problems, I let you do them in my math lab until you get them correct so that you know for sure you're doing them correctly. And then I want you to copy that onto paper so that I see that you're familiar with how to do the work on paper. And then there'll be a few problems that I've created that don't have the solutions available, so I can check and see and make sure you can do it without the help from my math lab. Read the instructions carefully so you get full credit. So pencil only. Label the x-axis on the right and the y-axis at the top. Use a scale that makes the graph large and beautiful. So usually one box will equal 1 unit, but sometimes to get fractions to graph nicely, you might want to have 2 boxes equal 1 unit. And don't make your graphs teeny tiny and smushed up. So make them large and beautiful. Use a straight edge to draw the axes, the x and y axes, and your line if you're drawing lines. Label the problem number at the upper left corner of the graph, especially because some students don't load them in sequence, and so then I have a really hard time telling which problem is which. So please number the problem at the upper left corner. You can put multiple graphs on a single sheet as long as they fit nicely and are not crowded. And then there's free graph paper again that I told you about. It's available here. You can print some out, or you might want to buy a small pad of graph paper. Some students find that doing all their work on graph paper is helpful. It keeps it really organized and neat. So I'll leave that up to you. And then you're going to use your phone or camera to take a picture of your work, or you can scan it. Make sure the images are clear and that I can read them easily, or I will just send you back a message that says, I'm sorry, I can't read this. Your score will actually be entered in my math lab. So what you'll see in Canvas is a score of 0. That's just my way of knowing that I looked at the assignment. And then you can rework the assignment for 75% credit. And so the idea here is to be able to give you some feedback to help you improve. So if the graph you submit to me first isn't quite up to my standards, then I'll give you comments about how you can improve it. And then you have an opportunity to improve it and send it back. And we can do that multiple times if we need to until it's excellent. So the idea is that you have a chance to see what my standards for graphing are before you take the written midterm where you will be drawing graphs for me, and I want you to have a really good idea of how I want them done. So here's where you're going to submit. It's a file upload. Most students have no problem getting it done by taking a picture with their camera or their phone or scanning. If none of those are going to work for you, let me know and we can talk, and you can snail mail your graphs to me if that's the only way that will work for you, but you'll need to get them done earlier and get them mailed to me so I receive them before the deadline so that you can get full credit. So the other buttons you'll see here in Canvas, there is one for grades, but that's not going to have grades that are meaningful to you. So in fact, I probably should take that section out. Files, this is where I put all the course documents again, so you have access to them here if you want to check something or look at them. So all the same documents as in my math lab. Then this people button's kind of cool if you haven't used this in any of your other Canvas classes. This has the names of all the people that are in your class, and so it's a way that you can contact them. You can chat with your classmates. So you can go into people and find somebody's name, and then if they're here chatting, or you can message them. So if you click on somebody's name, you can send them a message through the Canvas system, so you don't need any personal information like an email address or a phone number, and you're just able to send them a message. So I will be using Starfish. Starfish is called an early alert system, and it has flags that I can put and kudos to tell you you're doing a great job. So several times during the semester, I'll go through and tell you either you're doing great, it's awesome, or I'm a little bit worried about either how frequently you're working or how you're doing. And if you're in some special program, your counselor in that special program will also receive the message. So it's really just a way that we're trying to help get students the resources they need if they're struggling with an obstacle that they need some help managing. So this is our way of trying to help you do that. Then the other thing I want to show you in Canvas is this tutor.com online tutoring. Students who have used it tell me it works really well. So apparently I've used all of my tutoring time for this semester, but this is the person's name, Jean Guerin. She's the one who's in charge of this tutor.com connection we have, and I believe every student has 8 hours of free online tutoring available through tutor.com, and it might be available for more than one class that you're taking. So you will have hours remaining on your tutoring when you check into this, and it's a live person, real-time chatting with you, and students have told me that's really helpful, and it only takes a couple minutes usually. I hate for you to get stuck, especially if it's the middle of the night when I'm not online. So this is something you can use if you're feeling stuck and it's off hours. Come to Canvas, to this tutor.com online tutoring, and try that. So don't stay stuck. So that's all I'm going to use Canvas for, but I want to make sure and show you how we're going to be using it. So we're going to have 11 graphing assignments that you're going to do on paper, take pictures, and upload it into Canvas. So please let me know if you have any questions about that, and hopefully Canvas will be a really useful resource for you. It also has a messaging system. You have an inbox, and I can send messages to you through this inbox, and you can send messages to me. And so some students find this the easiest way to message with their instructor. So I get messages from Canvas, my Pachelbel.net account, my school account. I'm following all of those all the time when I'm teaching online. So I try and be as available as I can to you. I always get back to you within 24 hours, usually much less. So hopefully that's a helpful tutorial on using Canvas. Please don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions about it.